Alrighty. I think we're live. I'm just gonna check really quick on my phone if all is good. Let's see. Yes, perfect. All right. Jolanta, thank you so much for being here today. Welcome to this live. I am so excited to do this with you. I have been wanting to do this with you since the beginning, right? Since we basically started working together, which I think we started working together maybe 2 years ago. You,
Okay.
yeah, something like that. You became my client, and then later on, I became your client. And so this is just really exciting for me because, first of all, I love you. I love what you stand for. I loved working with you and supporting you in your business. And so, yeah, I'm just excited to have this conversation with you today. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, would you please introduce yourself to the community, to the people listening, and yeah, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, great. So my name is Jolanta Valentin. Many English-speaking people say Jolanta when they look on my name. It's happening often. And according to myself. So before I will start something else, I would like to share that when we met and still I am mother of three, married, and I am having many different activities during my day. I am fully working, I'm having coaching. I love gardening, so I have many different things on my usual day plate. And according to the coaching, I am supporting women to go from the financial worries to financial prosperity by becoming conscious investor within 3 months. And yeah, it evolves everything, of course, but this is what I'm having right now.
So good. Becoming conscious investors within 3 months. Yes. And I learned investing from you. So it's very exciting. Yeah, and I love that. And you're in Poland. You're located in Poland, which is so amazing. It always blows my mind that like my clients that have built businesses in languages that are not their native language. Like that's like incredible. So you're one of those people. So that's amazing. Um yeah, and so I'm curious really like what were some of the challenges that you were experiencing prior to working together, and what made you be like, I might want to work with Ellie? Like I'm interested, I'm flirting with it and like playing with it, and then eventually we're like, I'm in, and we really did work together for quite a while. And so yeah, what were some of the challenges prior to working together that you experienced?
When you ask that, the one thing is coming to my mind very quickly because it is something what I was struggle with for a very long period of time. I am still, on my way to be more professional in that and more experienced. But it is a sales, frankly speaking. You are talking a lot about sales, and when we met together, I observed you, and you were then in the process of already being the coach, and I had this feeling that you are doing it like naturally, very naturally. And I like the way that you talked about the sales. I like your approach. And it was something what I was thinking. I almost hated sales in the past. And I came to this moment in my life when I had this thought, if I would like to move forward, I need to do something with it. So it was very reason, yeah. And even best sales coach. And I am happy that I joined you because it changed the way I perceive sales. And it changed not only the way how I perceive it, it changed also my way how I talk with people, with the prospects, clients, and it also changed how I feel in this process. So this is not only about thinking, knowing, it is also about feeling and then also being in just somebody who is welcoming people and not trying to fish them from the internet or somewhere else.
Yeah, totally. And I appreciate you for sharing that because I think that's an experience that a lot of people have, a lot of women have. What when you say I hated sales, like can you go a little deeper into that? Like what does that mean you hated sales? Because I think a lot of people experience that.
Yeah, because my second work experience was related to sales when I needed to sell the banking products and also products which I will not wanted to sell to these people. Meaning, because there are different financial products, I was selling the products connected to investments combined with insurance. This is totally different what I am teaching right now, but I had my plans, sales plans, and it was needed to be delivered, yeah, through the month. And never mind who came or who talked to me or whom I talked to, it was always a question, did this person buy this and that? Did you offer this and that? But I had my own like opinion, what I believed is supportive for clients or not. So it was not easy for me. Later, many years later, I had experience in multi-level marketing.
Mhm.
In case somebody's interested in that, of course, this is their business and it can be very prosperous. But in that moment when I met MLM in my life, it was not proper for me
Yeah.
because I believe it should be great, just matching personality, like in each business. Yeah, we need to match to what we sell, to the business idea. And I had the feeling that I'm also pushed, like in my previous job experience, just to sell, and it was not something what I wanted to do. Like
Yes.
I don't want it to be this person, and I had my own experience when I was buying
Yeah.
stuff, and then I was also approached in different ways, and not always in the nicest possible. Yeah, so I had different experiences with sales as a client and as person who was selling.
Hmm.
And as you can also imagine, when I'm sharing my experience, I was in like MLM, I was not successful, yeah. And I was not happy also because it was not matching together. I believe maybe right now with my background, current and not knowledge, experience, I'll be probably better in that and I would be liking it more. But when I was in this MLM world, it was just not matching me in that moment.
Totally.
And I didn't had like person like you who was explaining me from a different angle. Yeah, I just didn't saw it in my past.
Totally. Totally. So it's like it sounds like the reason why sales weren't working for you then and why maybe you hated it is because it wasn't actually aligned. You weren't necessarily feeling like you were selling things that were right or that people really needed. Sometimes things
Yeah,
felt off, but yet there was pressure to do it,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
And same, it sounds a little bit like with the MLM stuff. And so yeah, and pressure kills sales, right? Like it's so such a turnoff, right? Like needy is creepy. When we go into sales with a needy energy, with an energy of you must buy this, and you're like, if you don't buy this, I'm not going to be able to pay rent, which a lot of people will bring to sales. It's such a turnoff. But it sounds like through our work together, yeah, like what do you see is the biggest shift now, the way that you see sales and the way that you're able to call in clients?
Um, it is like you are saying often. It is like what you do is a gift to others, and understanding this brings quite different perspective by sharing. Like right now, I'm in the moment when in the place where I don't feel like from my side is less motivation to make money through coaching, a much bigger motivation I have to do the coaching and talk about what I do because of what I can do for women, like or what they can achieve. So this is quite different way of seeing what you do. And the more I talked with women, the more I I just see that many are not knowing a lot about finances. Many feels it is guys thing. This is not for
Yeah.
women, this is for men. Many think that although they are very advanced, and right now I'm concentrating on people who are advanced in their career,
Mm-hmm.
they achieved a lot on the professional side,
Yes.
but on the second hand, they are just not, sometimes not believing in their ability to achieve the same on financial, meaning financial level, not from perspective of income, but from perspective of what way they can do with this money,
Mm-hmm.
how they can make more and create wealth. So and I see this huge gap, and I would like to be somebody who is this connection between this great woman and her great financial future. And I would like to be this catalyst, the turning point. So I see right now it as if I will not do this, there are other people doing finances, but from different angles. Everybody is different. And maybe it's my experience, but I meet very often people who are already talking about more advanced finances.
Yeah.
And I believe that women with whom I talk to, for them, it is just too high a level, too much advanced, and they need to have some bridge between. So I would like to be this bridge for the women. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Two things you said there. The thing that really shifted sales for you is to not make it about the money, is
Yeah.
to make it about the transformation, the results, the impact that your work will have on the women that you work with. Right. And especially for the people that tend to be attracted to my work, to your work, it's heart-centered people, right? And when it's like, if you're only coming to me because you only want to make money, I'm probably not the coach for you. That's the truth. If you're coming to me because you have a mission, you have a vision, you want to make an impact, and you're like ready and hungry to give that gift to other people, money will be the byproduct. It just will be. It will be. And people feel that. They feel your heart. They feel that you care. And then money is a natural byproduct, right? And so for you, it sounds like you really shifted it for yourself, even though you love money, you work with money. What really shifted sales for you is really looking at, okay, if I don't do this, then maybe even no one will, right? No one is ever going to do what I do in the way that I do it, right? No one's going to teach about finances, about investments in the exact way, from the exact lens, from the exact perspective and life history that Jolanta has, right? And so when you really get that no one in the world is like you or teaches it like you or has life experience and the knowledge and the history that you do, like everything changes, right? You feel purpose, you feel a mission. And again, money and sales are always a byproduct of that. So I love that you saw that shift. That is fantastic. Did you have any fears in saying yes to working with me? Because I know a lot of people, like
Yeah.
I believe that like there's plenty of people flirting with me right now being like, maybe I should work with Ellie, right? I believe that for everybody, like people are always watching us, but yet there's fear in investing, right? So did you have any fears in investing and in really working together before you said yes?
Yes and no. It depends, when I look back at this. There is always question with investing in something if it will be worthy. So maybe we never know exact how it will be. And another point is how quickly we would like to see the return
Yes.
of this money coming back. It is also, then it is giving a huge pressure on person who is deciding.
Yes.
Like, yeah, we worked together not only once, we worked for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And for me, it was just, I had the feeling I needed it in this moment also. So, and as I mentioned, I took this decision. I would like to do something with the sales and my approach to sales. So, I was when we met, I was, finishing one my first coaching training, serious one, because I never earlier thought about being a coach. And I was finishing this coaching with a client. So with coaching training with client on my side, but it was not client whom I on my own invited to my business. It was referral. So I am very glad for having this referral and very appreciate it. On the other hand, I wanted also to create myself the clients for me. And I knew from my past I am missing something. So for me, it was just like, yeah, you were on my way. So I just believe that people are not meeting by accident, but there is always something behind when we meet somebody. So I had this feeling now or never, yeah, because the years are passing. I am not 20 anymore. So if I would like to achieve something in my life, change something to myself or others, I need to do it right now. So I believe it was more this thought I had when we started, and now I'm in different place. I'm in the place where I would like to put into work what I learned.
Totally.
And I would like to right now improve to myself that I can do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is just different stages in growing the business probably. And after the same time, there's coming another challenge and we would like to grow further.
Totally, love. Totally. Yeah. And, you basically, yeah, there's immense growth that you did. What specific results did you experience, tangible, that you really see while working together?
Yeah, you mentioned you were my client. It was awesome. It was really awesome. A few others also joined, so it was great for me because yeah, I got money for this and I could further evolve what I was offering. And as I mentioned earlier, I was not thinking for many years to be coach. It's more like everything come together like the puzzles, and I was growing all this time, so I'm happy for this. And right now I am just I'm feeling I'm in this place where I know what I want to offer, what I'm offering, what I want to get in the future. And I'm in the place right now, and yeah, I also know with whom I am working right now and I would like to work. And also I'm having clients, so this is nice combination.
Totally, love. So you created clients. You launched a whole new program, by the way. You didn't mention that, but you created a whole new program, right? MFA. And you created clients in that. You created your first group program. You brought people in. You also, I think you recently said that you created 2 of your highest paying clients and you
Yes.
raised your rates. You
Yes.
raised your rates. And a lot of people right now are with different things are like, lower your rates, do more memberships, do different things. And you're like, no, 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 I'm going to raise my rates and I'm going to bring in people to work with me. I think you said I think you charge 3K or so for that. And so that's a different perspective, right? Because I think a lot of people, when they see sales slow down or the economy or different things, they'll take that as I need to slow down. I need to change everything. And sure, sometimes we need to adapt, but sometimes we need to raise, and many times I believe we actually need to raise our standards for what we want, raise our prices so that we can call in the people that we're really wanting to work with. And yeah, and give the best possible service to. And so, yeah, tell us a little bit about that, like what the mind shift was to raise your rates and then call in 2 of your highest paying clients.
Yeah, it would be funny what I will say right now. Before raising this price, I was talking to few ladies. And I offer them my coaching for lower price than I offer to my less clients. And one lady refused, second lady was thinking about starting coaching with me, then met with me and then mentioned, you are charging too much, this is too high. And she compared my coaching program with totally something different, even not with coaching program. with some training on another topic, and she mentioned, this lady is taking so much money, you should also do the same. And I mentioned to her, okay, but my price is so. And we finished in that way the conversation. And internally, I had the feeling that I was charging too less.
Mm,
So opposite what she was talking about.
mm,
And because I would like to have also pleasure in delivering the coaching to people. I would
yes.
like to be in the position where I can say, I am full, I am happy, I have enough, and I can give more.
Yes.
Because when I just observe it on myself, maybe somebody who is listening to us can also observe on their own. When, yeah, okay, thinking from perspective how much somebody can pay is totally different thing. What I did in the last time, I was not thinking from perspective what somebody can pay.
Mm,
Thinking from perspective, what will be good match for me right now, for what I offer, what I believe it brings to others, how I feel with this, what I offer, and with the amount of money for my offer. Because it's just totally different. Yeah, everything is changing, and it changed also the type of clients with
yes.
whom I'm working right now, because people who said yes to my offer, these are totally higher level clients than these people who said no to me. And I am very happy that I have this price, and somebody on lower level like said no to me, because right now I have a pleasure to work with somebody who is positively, like motivating me with me. I'm also growing in that. And I am in the place where I am thinking how much I can give to these ladies, and not if I should give it because they paid less. So I'm not sure, this is not this place, yeah. So I'm focused right now on giving the most what I can and supporting them in the best way. So this is just totally different approach.
100%.
And I would like to add also something to this. I am maybe in different position than others are, because my life is not dependent from coaching.
Sure.
If I would have choice, of course, I would like to do the coaching instead of something else. But the truth is, my life is not dependent from this. And I wanted to be in this place where I have still my another income, and I can choose what I do, because I would like to, in my next stage of my life, be in the place where I am doing what I love, what I enjoy, and get money for this. So it just came together, like that.
Totally, love. Totally. And obviously, you teach women investments, and your
Yeah.
investments support you in a lot of ways. And that's what you
Yeah.
teach other
And
women.
also with these lower prices, I had this thought, okay, instead of spending time with this lady for lower price, I can do what I teach others for myself in this time, and I can have maybe even greater results. Yeah. So for me is also this this trade between my time, what I can do for myself in this time, and between what I will also get. Yeah. So there are two sides. And I believe these two sides are important because, and it was also, I believe, also somewhere in your different courses, because you have also different courses, that we can only provide to others when we are provided first. And
100%.
with like lowering everything, lowering prices, it is risk of lowering service. It is risk of falling into some difficulties. And in case we would like to grow others, develop others, we cannot be in this position of being on the bottom. It just doesn't work. Yeah.
100%, love. So there's a few shifts you made. You really asked yourself, what would be a good match for me? What do I need to feel fully resourced, to feel like I am being nourished,
Yes.
versus what can other people pay? So it's almost saying, I believe it's like, you go first, right? You go first. You decide first what you want. You declare to the universe or to God, this is what's important to me. This is what I need. what would be a good match? Who are the women, who are the people who are going to come into my world where it's going to feel like a match, right? And so instead of looking outwardly and saying, like, what can other people pay? You go inwardly and you say, what do I truly desire and what do I need? Which is a different perspective. And a lot of people pleasers, a lot of people who are givers will look at what other people need first versus looking at themselves and actually saying, what do I need? And it's really the idea of, and what do I desire, of almost putting on your own, you know, in the airplane, when they say put on your mask first and then put it, and
Yeah.
then like go to your kid or whoever and then put it on, right? So that's a different perspective. And if people just understand that shift, everything will change, because instead of then feeling depleted, feeling resentful, right? That's a really good sign that you're undercharging. If you're resenting your clients and you're like, I don't want to give too much, da 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 da, versus being like, I'm going to charge what feels really abundant and wonderful and what I desire. And then from there, I can truly give from overflow. It's a very different experience. And so, yeah, what gave you the bravery to choose that? Because I think that that's a moment that every woman business owner needs to have, right? Is to look at, actually, I'm going to be resourced first. I'm going to go first, and then life will respond. So what gave you the bravery to do
Yeah.
that?
I was giver for many years, and still I need to remember about this to put me also on at least the same level as others,
Yes,
because I was giver. It doesn't make, when you overgive, it doesn't make you happy at the end, and
totally.
you are tired. So this is something what I experienced. Yeah. Another point is that I just imagined, if I would like to do this for not for 1 year, 2 years, if I would like to do this for decades, then it is totally different perspective.
Mm,
Maybe I think like this because I think also about investing in this way and about money and so on. So, and I started to see the coaching not as an option for the short moment, but as something with what I can live. And if I would like to create long-lasting business who will be serving me and my family, I just cannot, go for the shortcuts. Right now, I will find the client who is paying lower money just to have this client, and I don't know, make tick on something, because I do this also for myself. Yeah, I would
mm,
like to do this with pleasure, with passion. I really like to talk with women about finances, but here's also this point that I started to think, okay, I have kids, I have 3 kids, yeah, so they also require my time, and I cannot spend my time with multiple people who are paying me very small amount, because then I'm looking into eyes of my children.
mm.
They need also me, yes, and this is my family. I need to I feel I have this feeling. These are first people for whom I am doing this, and I cannot spend all my time supporting everybody else and forget about people closest to me and about myself also. So maybe this is on my side also like some type of giver, but giver to my family, and just having the values, own values, and living according to them.
Absolutely, love. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. I love this long view perspective, right? Like, if I were to do this, asking yourself, if this was going to be my forever business, right? Like, if I really went in all in on this for decades to come, what would I really have to put in place for this to really work? For not short-term thinking, right? Not like, where is my next meal coming from, but where is the vision of all of what I want to create? And when you make decisions from that larger vision, it changes everything. So I love that that's the bravery that was there for you.
And this is
Um,
also answering your another question from today.
yeah.
What I was thinking when we started working together, I was feeling something. So this is exactly the point, that each business needs to sell.
Yes.
Without sales, there is no business.
Mm-hmm.
And it was for me also like because I'm from Poland, we are from US, so these are from me different, prices. I need to multiple my currency to pay in US. But I had this thought that what I said, if I would like to have a business which is working well, the sales is the main basic stuff inside, basic knowledge, which it would be great to have. So I look also from this perspective because, and I know sometimes people are looking at coaching programs like, well, how much it will give me and how quickly. But on another point is what this one coaching will change in your life for lifetime, not only for, I don't know, 1-2 months after or within the coaching program. Because when it is really coaching in which people are going through big shifts, when these big shifts are not just like for a short moment in time, the other somebody is growing, is on higher level, and from this higher level can go further. So I just look like that, yeah. Many things.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. If you allow what you're actually learning to shift who you are and how you're showing up and who you're being, that like you're saying, changes things forever. It's not just the ROI from the time you work together, it's ROI for forever, right? And how you show up and how you think. And even one major thing, like just seeing sales as a gift to other people, that's it. Like, it's worth it, right? Like, just that one perspective can be worth, all the investment, right? Is seeing sales differently, falling in love with it, seeing it as a gift, like that changes everything, right? In one's business. So,
and there's also another shift,
yes.
Another shift connected to loving yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, when this is also important, yeah, to see self as important person in this world, because you are the most important to you, nobody else. You are the first one, and loving yourself first is changing also a lot.
Absolutely, love changes everything.
Yeah.
Definitely. Anything else that you want to share about your experience of working together that was impactful?
Yeah, when I will look back, of course, sales, yeah, but everybody knows what you are sales coach. Yeah, we talk not only about sales in our meetings together.
Mhm.
We touch also another areas, and in case it was necessary or important or matching to talk about different things, we also talked about different things. So this is going broader than sales only. And yeah, if somebody's listening to us, you never know what will be happening in 1 month, 2 months. What is also good is to be in the process of experiencing first, also painful things, like when somebody starts to post and it is not maybe bringing the attention which somebody would like to have. We are going through different emotions, and to have somebody on the side in these moments, it is also great, and it is very helping to survive and thrive in also this more difficult moment, because in business there are different experiences. We can launch programs, there will be people coming, there will be no people coming, there will be somebody liking but not showing up. And there are also the positive things when somebody is not liking at all and then becomes a client. Yeah, so many things are happening, but it all is connected with emotions, and business owners are on their own with many things. So it is good to have coach in moment of starting something. And then of course, when probably, I believe maybe sometimes we'll be also needing some coach for something else.
Yeah.
It is also good to know about it, that when the questions are somebody's unsure what to say, how to say, also how to write, how to express the words. Yeah, you can also help with that.
Thank you, love. Yeah, I appreciate that. And I think a lot of people underestimate what it takes to actually succeed and to have success and to, you know, I think we see a lot of these overnight successes without actually overnight, right? Without actually seeing the journey that people are taking that it took to get there, right? And so if if people say like, "Oh, business is just like easy, you can just create clients, la 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 la," is anything in life that is worth truly building and creating just easeful all the time? No, that's bullshit. That's the truth, right? You know, and I know, like, if you're wanting to really change something in your health, it's going to have to take something. If you're wanting to change your relationship, if you're wanting to grow your money, any of these things are skills, and it takes something to truly shift who you're being in order to learn those skills and to not make it mean anything negative about you if something doesn't work out right away, which is the biggest thing, right? Something doesn't work out right away. People are like, oh, I'm not meant for this, done, versus truly being able to be in the trenches, to love yourself while you're taking the action, and to have support and community, to not think that you're alone in it, because you're not, right? And that sort of shared humanity of, yeah, actually business is hard, and sure, it can feel easeful eventually. It does become more easeful eventually, just like when you're learning a new skill, it eventually becomes easy. But it's not just like easy right away. And that's the truth, right? And so to have people that are holding your hand and rooting for you and supporting you and guiding you through that experience, I mean, in my life has been invaluable, right? Like I pretty much have coaches and mentors in every single area of my life that I've really wanted to change and shift. Um, and it doesn't mean you can't learn it alone. Sure, you can. But what a beautiful opportunity to actually have community guidance, shared support in order to, move towards what you want. And oftentimes when we've figured it out in one area, right? Like you figured it out in investing, there is an understanding that, oh, what it's actually going to take in other areas. So there's patience and there's a longer view and there's more perspective and being willing to be in it for the long term versus needing immediate results right away.
Yeah.
Right. And so just that perspective shift, I think, is huge.
Yeah. Yeah. And still I am on my way, yeah, on my development
Absolutely.
way. So I am still growing. Yeah.
Everyone is. I'm growing, you're growing, we're all growing. And that doesn't stop. There isn't like a moment you're like, I've reached it, done, like
Yeah.
that. As long as you're alive, it's gonna keep going. So I
Yeah.
appreciate that perspective that you always brought to our work, is just that long view. What would you say to someone who is on the fence, on potentially working with me, who maybe wants to join one of my courses or wants to join, yeah, my world? What would you say to someone who's like, I don't know, but I'm thinking about it? What would you say to them?
Um, yeah. What is their aim for the future, frankly speaking? What they would like to achieve, and how what you offer is matching it. In case it is matching, somebody can just try it, go for it. And yeah, this is the most important. Yeah, when you work with somebody, it is great to work with somebody who is knowing where is going, and maybe it is most important. Yeah, where somebody is going, what would like to achieve, what would like to achieve in 1 year, in more years. I talk about long perspective, but maybe somebody has shorter goals. So what is goal for the next year, and how much what you do is helping, would help this person to achieve it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Um, if people are interested in joining your world, Jolanta, how can they find you? What are you? Yeah. How can they get in touch?
Yeah, of course, I am in the early group, so I am available on Facebook. And on my page, jolantavalentin.com, or as English-speaking people say, Jolanta, you can find me there. And you can also join my world into my group and see how I do things to get know better each other.
Beautiful, love. Yeah, and you have a lot of trainings in your community, so that's great. And what else was I going to say? Anything else? Well, one person asked a question, Jolanta, says, what is your why? What is your why? Why do you do what you do?
I believe I said about it. This probably I had this in myself for many years. It was just not. I was not hearing it loudly enough. I would like to just uplift women all around me, and one way which I found is how I could combine my interest with my like vision, aim, or voice inside of me, was by connecting it to finances, which I like a lot. And I found it good match. And when I'm doing it, I feel more and more, it is more like calling, if I can say some, they're used
Totally. Yeah.
words. So yeah, my why is my calling for making the life stronger, more believing in themselves. I observe very often women are not feeling worthy. I was not feeling worthy for many years. And another thing connected to this is that as women, we have impact on our children. And sometimes when I talk to some woman, she's saying that my husband is investing, but is not telling me about it, nothing. And I believe that women, when know something, they are sharing, because they are more givers. They would like to support people around themselves, especially children. And as you mentioned, economy and different things. We are not living in easy times. We are living in times of change, when new technology is approaching us, jobs are changing, everything is changing. So if I will be not talking right now about finances, I will be feeling bad that I am not sharing it. So it is not only one word about why, but more
A few
words.
whys.
Yeah, a few whys.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I really appreciate you, love. Is there anything else that, any wisdom that you want to share with people right now listening? Anything else that I didn't ask you that you want to share?
I like what you say, that this is selfish not to share what you do. And this is big gift through sales, which you can give to others. So in case somebody who is listening to us is having something brilliant, don't keep it only for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And that, I love that so much. That is my why, is that there's so much more talent and brilliance and gifts that women have that they're just keeping inside, and that they're not actually sharing and making an impact in the world. And the way to do that, the doorway in, is through sales, right? We value what we pay for. And so it is actually selfish not to sell your work.
And women are really great. And I look in the history sometimes, and there are terrible stories and about how women were treated, still are treated not equally, and in many ways. So from investing, there's one interesting point, if I can share, that
Please.
there were different done research on how profits results look like by men and women. And female clubs, investing clubs, are having greater results than male clubs because we are different. And how we are, it can be really supportive for investing finances. So I wish that women will appreciate themselves more.
Totally. Yeah. And self-appreciation really begins with Yeah, like money is a foundational element of caring for ourselves and investing, and how that then shifts the world and the economy, right? It starts here, it starts with us, and then shifts so
Yeah,
many things.
yeah,
So thank you for being a part of that, my dear. And thank you for working with me for so long,
yeah.
for like 2 years, and for continuing to invest in yourself and in honoring what you needed, and for giving yourself support, because I think that that's a model that a lot of people need, actually, is the gift of giving to themselves and investing in themselves. What a gift. So thank you for being a model of that. Thank you for being in my world, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, Ali. And see you.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.